Hi, welcome to INTERAC EXPRESS, your number one show on the internet about living and working in Japan with INTERAC. I'm your host, Brian. Today's guest is Jelly. Hi, Jelly.
Hi everyone. Hi
How you
Ryan.
doing, Jelly?
Good. How are you doing?
Yeah, great. Jelly, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so I'm Jelly Burrito and I'm from the Philippines and I have been living in Japan for more than 5 years. And I'm one of the newer recruiters for uh, Link Japan Careers.
Okay, so you're recruiting INTERAC ALTs.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, that's great. We need more of them.
Yes, definitely.
First thing I wanted to talk about today
Uh-huh.
is actually an article that's on Solar News.
Okay.
Just a general interest one. There's an article here on Sora News. Let me get it on the screen
Mm-hmm.
so you guys can see it um, here about ramen, everyone's favorite kind of Japanese food.
Mm-hmm. My
What kind
favorite.
of ramen do you like?
Okay, I like the pork broth ramen.
Yeah,
Tonkotsu.
tonkotsu. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Okay.
I also like shoyu ramen, but I'm more of a tonkotsu person. What about you? What do you like?
I'm like I like tonkotsu is great, miso's
Mm-hmm.
great. It depends on
Mm-hmm.
the place,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Like near my place, there's a can I say like a kind of a unique ramen place
Okay.
that they have a ramen with Parmesan cheese.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting. Have you
and
tried it?
hmm?
Have you tried it?
Oh yeah, many times. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Is it good? Do you
yeah. It's
recommend?
good. Yeah,
Okay.
you'd be surprised like how well shredded um, Parmesan cheese um, goes with ramen,
Mm-hmm.
right? So,
Mm-hmm.
guys, you can see the article here. People in Japan vote for their favorite ramen chain with surprising results. We were interested in this, looking at this article here. So, you can see like number three was Korakuen. This is very common chain in malls and stuff. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not particularly a fan.
I don't think I've
Ichiran. Ichiran's okay. There's an
oh,
Ichiran near our
I
office.
think Ichiran. I've
Yeah.
been to Ichiran, but the one earlier that
Mm,
you were talking about, I haven't been.
right. That's the tonkotsu style, the Hakata style in Kyushu.
Mm-hmm.
And Tenka Ipin. Tenka Ipin to me is just cheap. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if you don't have a lot of money and you want to get a ramen or something or Chinese style food,
Mm-hmm.
Tenka Ipin is easy. So here's the winners by region.
Mm-hmm.
Hokkaido is Yamakoya. I don't know that one, but Tohoku Kanto, Korakuen, Chubu, Sugakiya, Kinki area, Chugoku, Shikoku, Tenkaippin, and Kyushu, Okinawa, Ichiran.
Does
Um,
Korean ramen does it serve chocolate flavored ramen?
oh, I've never had that.
Yeah, that looks interesting.
Did you have it?
No, 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 no. I just saw it.
Oh, yeah, the one near me is very unique with the Parmesan cheese and like a mound of it on top, shredded, like you'd have on Italian food. And and they actually make a tomato soup
Wow.
one. And so it's tomato soup with the Parmesan cheese. It
Uh-huh.
tastes like a pizza,
Okay.
right? Very unique. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Guys, there's a lot of ramen out there.
Yep.
So if you like
Hot.
ramen, this is the place, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, they're going to use that as an appeal. I don't think I need to, but I just thought it's an interesting article. You guys might be
Yep.
interested in it. You could check it out.
Yep.
Uh, in the comments, share your favorite ramen with us,
Yep.
right? Let us know
Let's see.
what you like. So, on to our main topic for today. I'd like to talk about that, which is support for new teachers,
Mm-hmm.
right? Um, we get a lot of questions about various types of support.
Mm-hmm.
And if you sign up to our mailing list, I'll send you some emails that give a lot of detail about the support. And actually, we had 300 questions from
Wow.
prospective teachers. And I
Okay.
took all those questions and I put them into some emails. And so when you sign up for our mailing list, you'll get 12 emails, one every week, and each email will explain one point, which was one of the most popular questions out of 300 teachers. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
it talks about housing. It talks about what country you can be from. It talks about do you have to learn Japanese,
Mm-hmm.
etc. All the common questions, and
Mm-hmm.
it includes the support.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think personally that Interact support is the best in the industry.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah,
Interact provides equal support to all ALTs all over Japan.
yeah, that's very important. Is that
Mhm.
the support is equal?
Yep.
You guys might not know, but if you get on a JET program, I was on JET, and
Yeah.
um, it's a gamble.
Mm-hmm.
If you get a good place, then it's great.
Yep.
If you get a bad place, it can be like hell,
Yeah.
right? And luckily, I got a good place. I got a nice place, not the
Yeah.
best, but it was
You're
good.
one of the winners then.
Yeah, and that's the thing I don't like.
Yeah.
I don't like the idea that there are winners and losers,
Mm-hmm.
right? And in
Mm-hmm.
Interact, there are not winners and losers. Everyone
Mm-hmm.
gets the same level of support,
Exactly.
right? So, guys, that's a big uh, difference, I think. And when you're considering what company or what kind of ALT provider you're going to go with, I think it's a big thing for Interact. Um, what kind of questions you get about support from from our teachers, our prospective teachers?
So they're asking about travels to Japan. So
Mm-hmm.
who will be covering the expenses
Right.
when they leave their country to Japan?
Mm-hmm.
Things like,
Okay, that's another topic is the airfare, right? For
uh-huh.
people coming from overseas,
Yes.
um, you're going to cover your airfare to Japan.
Exactly. So financing and arranging the travel to Japan from your country is your responsibility. Any cost involved, so you will have to
Yeah.
cover that.
There are very few companies in Japan that cover
Hmm.
your airfare.
Hmm.
The JET program does for now.
Hmm.
When I was on JET, it was a business class.
Wow,
Now it's economy, right?
you're
And
really,
yeah, yeah, I got in there at the greatest time,
yeah.
you know, and it was a good economy then. But now it's just regular economy.
Hmm.
Very few places, and I don't think any ALT company will provide airfare, right?
Yeah.
If you're comparing Japan to other countries, there are
Hmm.
other countries in Asia that do pay for airfare,
Hmm.
right? But when you're looking at those other countries, you are also looking at, in some way, downgrading your experience. Like, if you're going to consider Thailand or
Hmm.
Vietnam,
Hmm.
those are developing nations. And everything that goes along with the developing nation. is involved in living there.
Hmm.
So Japan's an already developed nation, right? You are able to assume the power is going to stay on, right?
Yeah.
Or the hospital is going to be open,
Yep.
or if something happens, there is support.
Yep.
Basically, right? For
Hmm.
example, like in the 2011 earthquake,
Yeah.
they got support to that area quickly.
Yeah.
And the same, there were floods in Kyushu
Hmm.
just a year or two, a couple of years ago, and an earthquake in
Yep.
Kumamoto, and
Hmm.
they got self-defense force
Yep.
relief efforts there the next day, right? However, if you're in a developing country, who
Yeah.
knows? Who
Right.
knows when it's
Exactly.
going to be? I mean, and
Hmm.
that's not a criticism of them. It's just the way it is.
Hmm.
I mean, you're from the Philippines. You
Yeah.
don't have an expectation, I bet,
Yeah. No.
that the government's going to come and
Yeah.
help you right
Yeah.
away.
Yep.
You
It's
know,
very different. Yeah. Here in
yeah, it's
Japan.
different. It is different. So if you're thinking about Philippines, or not Philippines, sorry, if you're thinking about Thailand or Vietnam, China,
Hmm.
you're looking at taking a lot of assumed risk on yourself,
Yep.
right? And there's all those other things involved as well. In China, the internet's not free. In
Hmm.
Vietnam, there are different things there too.
Hmm.
Thailand, um, yeah, I don't know that much about Thailand, teaching in Thailand,
Yep.
but you know, every
Yeah.
country has its unique areas, right?
Yeah.
Um, in Japan, though, you have the internet's not censored. Um,
It's fast.
it's fast, yeah, it's really fast,
It's really
and
fast.
yeah, and infrastructure is
Yeah.
solid, right?
Hmm.
And so you have to compare. You have one hand, you have airfare, and the other
Yep.
hand, you have a solid society.
Yeah.
Which one are
The
you going to
public
take?
transportation is on time as well. Trains
Yeah.
are on time.
So
Right.
when you're selecting the country you want to teach in Asia, you have to think about those things, right? To think
Hmm.
about the stability of a society and a social system versus whether $1,000 airfare. And some people will take the risk for
Yep.
$1,000. They'll go to this other country and have a great time, and some people will
Hmm.
not have a great time.
Yep.
So, guys, think about that. And I say, think about air quality, right?
Yeah.
I have a friend, and he's in Peking, and
Okay.
he sent me a thing the other day,
Uh-huh.
and the air quality index, the international measurement of how dirty the air is, in
Hmm.
Peking was 730.
Oh my gosh.
And it means, basically, if you have asthma or some
I do.
breathing trouble or something, don't go
Yes.
out, right?
Hmm.
It is actually dangerous to be outside for like more than 15 minutes, right?
Yep.
And, he was saying, wow, the air is so dirty today. Like, it hurts to breathe. And I looked at the air quality where I am,
Hmm.
and it was 25. His was
Yeah.
750.
Massive
Mine was
difference.
25.
Yeah.
So another thing I would say is it's almost a no-brainer if you're thinking about what country to teach in. Look at the air quality, right? You want to teach somewhere where you can breathe, right? This is a simple thing, right? But
Yeah.
you laugh, but the people don't think about this, right?
Yeah.
They don't. They don't. And I mean, I've been to Vietnam, and in Vietnam the air's dirty, in cities. in Ho Chi Minh City. It's dirty. It's just like, in other places. I've been to Mexico, and Mexico is the air's dirty there too, Mexico City. Um, but the air is generally clean here in most places in Japan.
Hmm.
Cars and stuff are well maintained. You
Hmm.
know, the energy, how they produce energy, I think is cleaner.
Yeah.
What other factors would you consider if you were a teacher overseas, thinking about what country to choose in Asia to teach English in?
Uh, Definitely the commute, the commute. So the public transportation.
Ah,
I would consider that because, commuting from my house to my work is something that you really have to think about.
yeah, yeah. I did. In other countries, it's a toss up like what you're going to get.
Hmm.
The only place I could say that are good choices equal to Japan would be Korea
Hmm.
and Taiwan, because I've heard a lot of good things about Taiwan. Right, but Taiwan though is tough to get a teaching job there.
Hmm.
You have to have a teacher's license,
Yeah.
so they don't usually take teachers who aren't already licensed professional teachers. And if you're not, you're going to end up in like a preschool or dealing with little kids.
I see.
It's not going to
Some
be like
that.
some people like that. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, me
Oh
too.
yeah.
They enjoy it.
Yeah. Um, I'm not. I'm not hating on working with little kids. They're fun.
Yeah, we're not
They're
hating.
fun.
We're not hating on anyone.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've been to preschools before,
Yeah.
and they're so cute, right?
And they are. I love
Yeah.
teaching.
We have some preschool positions
Yeah.
in various places, and more ALTs might go to a kindergarten just as a visit,
Yeah.
right? Just to play with the kids and meet the
Hmm.
kids. So some ALTs do that, especially if there are schools where there's an elementary school over here, and on the same ground, the same physical space, there's a kindergarten. And so sometimes the ALT might visit the kindergarten part on a certain day.
Hmm.
I've been to schools like that before. So there is
And
that
you.
kind of situation. There's all kinds of situations. INTERAC has about 25,000 schools around Japan that we're sending teachers to. So
Hmm.
there's very unique situations in some places.
Yeah.
So,
So
guys, hmm? Oh, go ahead.
yeah. Go ahead. No, no, go.
No, I was just going to say, like, uh, go to our site,
Yep.
interactnetwork.com, apply on the URL below here. You'll see it on the screen.
Hmm.
Um, we're accepting applications for 2023 and 2024 jobs. If you apply
Hmm.
for 2023 and you can't make it, we will move you to 2024, right? And probably early next year, we'll have a job up for 2024 as well. So there's still slots for 2023 and also 2024 to get in. It's not a problem. Um, Also, stop by on Facebook here, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn. Visit our social media there.
Yep.
Share it with your friends.
Keep in touch
Uh,
with us.
yeah. Um, Sign up for our mailing list on our website, interactnetwork.com. Sign up for that. Um, that's where everything's happening. That's where we can communicate directly.
Hmm.
Um, I'll send you mails. If you have
Yeah.
something to say, you can reply right back.
Yeah. If
And
you have questions.
questions or anything, yeah. Actually, if you have a question, you can write it here, and
Yeah.
I'll check. I don't
Are
see
there
any.
questions there?
I don't see any questions so far. But thanks for the thumbs up there, a couple people,
Oh,
and
nice.
somebody
Thanks,
shared it
everyone.
already. Thanks for
Oh,
sharing,
great.
and thanks to the 5 people watching right now. Um,
Hi.
you're great,
Yeah.
and Um, like I'd say, on our website, we have a
Mhm,
chat button or a chat window at the bottom. If
mhm.
you drop us a question in there, please leave your name and your email.
Mhm.
If you just write a question in there without your name and email, I won't be able to write back to you
So
and
you
get
have
you
to.
the answer,
Yeah.
right? Some people just write a question in there, they don't put the email, they don't put their name, and I can't do anything with it. And so I feel sorry, like
Yeah.
you guys wasted your time,
Yeah.
right? And I really want to help you, but I can't, right? The best thing is to sign up for the mailing list.
Agreed.
Then we can communicate directly.
Yeah. Answer
Um,
all your questions, and you will learn more about the
mm,
opportunities that Interact
e-
is uh,
exactly,
providing.
exactly. Okay, guys. So today we talked about ramen.
Yeah.
It's a great reason to come to Japan. I actually came to Japan for tonkatsu.
Really?
Yeah, 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 sure.
So
Yeah,
I love tonkatsu.
it was the only word I knew at the time. So you know,
Where is your
I,
favorite tonkatsu place then? Let me ask you.
um, I like any tonkatsu if it's done well.
Okay.
Um, the Wako, tonkatsu Wako near my place.
Uh-huh.
It's a
Okay.
chain, but it's always solid.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, I think I've heard. Yeah,
okay, so I was just talking about ramen. I got off on tonkatsu there. We'll do tonkatsu next time, right?
exactly.
Yeah, and we'll talk about support.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you look into the support that your company is giving you
Yeah.
when you look for a program teaching overseas.
In
Interact.
addition to that, can I add something?
Hmm.
In addition to support, Interact also will be arranging an apartment on your behalf as close as possible to where you'll be working in Japan, and Interact will also assist you in the connection of utilities that you need
Yeah,
when you start your life here in Japan.
yeah. They have a person who actually goes to see you like when you move in,
Mm-hmm.
and will take you to the city office and help you sign up for like all of the procedures that you need to do to get set
Yeah,
up.
and that's for everyone,
That's
for
for
all
everyone. Yeah,
agencies.
that's right for everyone. Yeah, we have a whole team of people
Hmm.
who are dedicated to supporting the teachers in their lives. So,
Yes,
any kind of problem that comes up,
yes,
we can handle it.
yes.
And the airfare thing, you gotta
Will be. Hmm.
you gotta cover it. But I think
Yeah.
that it's an investment. You're investing
Yes.
money into a lifestyle, right?
Yes. Yes.
And this is the lifestyle that Japan offers you. It's a
Great.
lifestyle of freedom and
Hmm.
opportunity for growth.
Hmm.
And so I would ask you or urge you to judge whatever country you're going to choose or whatever program or company you're going to choose by that, by freedom and growth, right?
Yeah.
How free will you be in your life and how much will you grow?
Hmm.
Those are more important than an airfare,
Yes.
right? In as
And
far as your
how much
satisfaction,
support, yeah,
your
and how much support
satisfaction,
the company can provide, right?
yeah, your satisfaction with living and working overseas.
Hmm.
Right? So, guys, stop by our social media, stop by our website, interactnetwork.com, sign up, apply for jobs,
Hmm.
and we'll talk to you next week. Thanks for
Yes.
being on the show, Jelly.
Thank you so much for inviting me. Thank
Okay,
you. Thanks everyone
sure.
for watching.
All right, bye bye, guys.
Bye.